Whoops. More definitions in forward. Mu x plus t is the force of mortality. That's at any moment in time the probability of death. Actuaries really speak this way. I is the interest rate that we're going to discount. For a typical life insurance policy on a human that might run 50 years or more, that's typically 7%. We're going to assume there's no such thing. We're going to make the simplifying assumption there's no such thing as a yield curve, and we can earn 7% annual rate for a 17-day investment also. The face amount of insurance that we're going to take out on the life of the Latke or Hamantaschen. Now, one of the bedrocks of insurance underwriting is what's called moral hazard, that the face amount of the insurance should not be more than the economic cost if the piece of food were to be consumed. We're going to disregard that completely and assume that we're going to take out a $1 million policy. So from that, we get that the cost of a single premium life insurance policy on the life of a Latke or a Hamantaschen is equal to the $1 million face amount times the integral of TPX mu x plus t times 1.07 to negative t. In other words, at the moment of death of the Latke or Hamantaschen, we're discounting at 7% interest. Well, the cost for Latke is $1 million. It dies immediately, so there's no time for co-interest. On the other hand, for Hamantaschen, it's less than $997,000. So based on the assumptions that we've made, the value of a Hamantaschen is worth more than $3,000 more than the value of a Latke. Now we're ready for more liberal Jewish good. And this is based on a misunderstanding in the life of Hamantaschen. Some people think that Hamantaschen were named after the great anti-Semite Haman. Who could think of such an idea of naming a pastry after this great anti-Semite? It must be Mel Brooks. After all, he was a 2,000-year-old man. As a result of this, the Hamantaschen were very vulnerable. Imagine being a Hamantaschen, going to school, and any time the teacher called your name, everyone would hear Haman and start growing and hissing and rocking. It was terrible. So this led to a lot of food fights. And I know this has happened a lot historically. I only witnessed one of these times, and this was at the Culinary Institute at the pastry division. And there were two other pastries that were really taunting the Hamantaschen. One was a French bully named Napoleon. The other one was an underage alcoholic named Baba O'Ram. So they used to taunt the Hamantaschen, saying, "Who's your daddy?" But here's the thing. Hamantaschen are really named after Montaschen, the German word, and the Yiddish word also Hamantaschen, which means poppy seed-filled pouches. So, the answer to the question, who's your daddy, is in fact, Poppy. So in conclusion, Hamantaschen have fought discrimination. Hamantaschen are healthier. Hamantaschen are worth $3,000 more than Latke. Hamantaschen have fought abuse. Hamantaschen live fruitful lives. Yes. They've gone beyond their humble roots as poppy seeds to have many forms of fruit. Raspberries, apricots, prunes. So they inspire us to hope. And they are therefore represented in the Star of David, which is all over my tie. And equally important, on the flag of Israel. So every time we think of the flag of Israel, we will think of the Hamantaschen. So as I ask the ushers to hand out song sheets, and as Joe prepares to play the clarinet, I want everyone to think about what the story of the Hamantaschen means to them personally.